Hello everyone. We will understand some of the solid edge drafting essentials in this video. Open the solid edge software. This is version V19. Click on drawing module. This is a new sheet. Right click on sheet 1 and click on the sheet setup. Now you change the sheet size to A4 and uncheck the show background option. Click OK. Now we have to fit this to the screen using a fit window on the standard toolbar. There are four major toolbars: main toolbar, drawing views toolbar and relationships toolbar. You can see all those toolbars on the screen now, and you can keep these tools wherever you want. You can drag them and place them however you want. If any toolbar is missing, you can get them back using toolbars option in the view menu. See, now you can tick whichever toolbar you want. If you click OK, those toolbars will be reset. For example, let us say drawing toolbar is not present on your screen. Let us close it now. And to get that back, we go to view menu and click on drawing. It will be displayed. Let us say relationship toolbar is missing, like this. To get that back, you can go to view toolbars, switch on the relationships. To switch on or off text on icons, go to tools menu, click on options, go to helpers tab, tick text on buttons, click OK. If you say yes for this message, you will see the text on each button now. This option is recommended only for big screens. To start a new file, go to File menu, click on New. Choose normal.dft file, click OK. To save a file, go to File menu, click on Save As. Choose any folder of your interest, give a file name .dft and save it. To insert new sheets into your drawing file, right click on sheet 1, click on Insert. This can be repeated to get more number of sheets on the same file. To set a definite unit system for your drawings, go to Tools menu, click on Options, go to Attachment Units tab, choose millimeters, click OK. Now let us understand the use of relationship handles, maintain relationships, alignment indicator and IntelliSketch. These options are present in the Tools menu. Relationship handles display how geometric entities are related. Let us draw some lines and switch on the relationship handles. Observe how horizontal, vertical coincidence of the endpoints of the line at the corners are shown as relationship handles in this sketch. If you don't want to see these relationship handles, you can switch off the relationship handles anytime. Now let us understand the use of maintain relationships option. When maintain relationships option is off, you see, one can detach the individual entities of a rectangle by dragging them because the relationship between them is not maintained. But when maintain relationships option is on, individual entities of rectangle cannot be detached by dragging them because relationships such as coincidence, parallelism, etc. are maintained here. Now let us understand the use of alignment indicator option. When alignment indicator is on, we can make use of the automatic indication for different alignments. For example, to draw a circle, I can make use of the horizontal alignment like this and draw a circle. When alignment indicator is off, there is no alignment indication for any movement of your cursor. Now let us understand the use of IntelliSketch options. Different IntelliSketch options are listed in Tools menu, IntelliSketch Relationships tab. Important relationships are endpoint, midpoint, point on element, center point, intersection point, parallel, tangent, perpendicular, horizontal or vertical, and so on. For example, if center point relationship is off, then one cannot start a line exactly from the center of the circle. When the center point relationship is on, then one can draw another circle exactly at the center of the circle. Line command. Click any two locations on the sheet to create a line segment. Observe the relationship snapping near the cursor, horizontal, vertical, coincidence, etc. See the endpoint symbol, the endpoint again, the midpoint symbol there, the perpendicular symbol here, the endpoint symbol again, and you get a perpendicular symbol there. A point command can be used by placing it anywhere on the sheet with increased thickness. Otherwise you will not be able to see the point. Increase the thickness to 2 mm or 1 mm. This is the curve command, which requires series of points as inputs. And after clicking the last point, you right click to end the curve. To create an arc, there are many methods. Arc by center point method is commonly used. To create a circle also, there are many methods. Circle by center point option is commonly used. To create a circle, choose a center point and enter the radius or diameter of the circle. Before choosing the center, you can enter the radius or diameter, then place it wherever you want. Rectangle command requires width, height and angle of the rectangle to be entered, and you can place the rectangle wherever you want. If you want a horizontal rectangle, then angle should be 0 degree. Trim is an editing command. Click on any geometric entity for trimming it. Extend to next is another editing command. Click on any line or curve to extend till the next boundary. Split is another useful editing command. Select the curve or line which is to be splitted and pick the splitting point. Measure distance and measure area are useful for measuring distance between any two entities or measuring an area. Smart dimensioning command can be used to dimension any geometry. Create a rectangle here, use smart dimensioning to dimension the rectangle. Observe that the dimension is in green color, which indicates that it is driven, which can be changed to driving dimension by using a button there, so that the dimension turns to black color. So always dimension should be shown in black color. Move is one of the transformation command which can be used to move any entity from one point to another point. If copy button is on, you will be copying the original entity, otherwise it will be moved. See, now I selected rectangle for moving. I selected the start point and end point. It is copied to a new location. Rotate is another transformation command which can be used to rotate a created entity. If I select this rectangle for rotation, center of rotation, I'll take this corner. I'll pick the opposite corner as the reference for rotation. Then I can rotate to any angle. Enter the angle, it will be rotated. Again, copy or don't copy option is available in the form of a button. Text command can be used to write anything on the drawing sheet. It draws a text box and you can choose whichever font you want, whichever size of the font you want, and you can type whatever text you want. Now we'll see how to use these tools in a actual drawing. I'll create a line of thickness 0.13 as XY line. Right click to end the line command. Now use rectangle command. Enter the width and height of the rectangle and also the required inclination of the rectangle and place the rectangle wherever you want on the screen. Now you can start drawing the vertical projectors from all the corners of the rectangle till the XY line, like this. From here till the XY line, right click. From here till the XY line, right click. From here till the XY line, right click. Now draw 3 line segments in the front view on the XY line. There will be overlapping between XY line and those line segments. Now using control button, select all the 4 lines of the rectangle and the 3 line segments in the front view. Change the line thickness to 0.5 mm. Now use text button to name all the points in the top view as A, B, C and D, and in the front view A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. You also write X and Y for the XY line and VP, HP above and below the XY line respectively. Now you can use smart dimensioning option to dimension the width and height of the rectangle. You see that the dimension placed is in green color, that means it is driven. You have to make it driving by selecting it and changing that button there. You see, driven or driving button is there. You click on that button, make it on, then dimension. Your dimensions will be always driving, or it is in the black color. Now let us understand what will happen if it is driven or what will happen if it is driving dimension. Let us draw a line and I will dimension this here. You can see that it is in black color. If I draw one more line like this and try to dimension it without driving option, it shows in green color. Now you see, top one is driving dimension and bottom one is driven dimension. You can use smart dimensioning option to dimension any line or edge like this and place the dimension. You can also select circle for representing its diameter or radius. You have specific options like distance between two entities, can be 2 points or 2 lines. Like this, you can place the dimension. It can be between these two parallel lines also. Now you see it is shown in green color because it is dimensioned twice. There is over dimensioning problem. You can show angle between any two lines like this. You can use something known as leader for highlighting any entity and write some text for that like this. When you click on a text box, it shows the corners of the box as black dots and there are lines in between. If you hold on the line, you can move the text box wherever you want. If you hold the corner or black dot, you can enlarge it like this. In the relationships toolbar, there are many relationship options. For example, when I draw a line and I draw another line, I want to connect between them. I can make use of this first option, which is called connect. When I click on the end point of each line, they get connected. There's a relationship between them now. Similarly, when I draw a circle, if I want to draw one more circle with concentricity, then choose both the circles and use the concentric relationship option. They become concentric like this. Similarly, you can make a line perfectly horizontal or perfectly vertical like this. See, I am drawing a line which is not perfectly horizontal now, but when you click on that horizontal option and select the line, it becomes horizontal. Similarly, for vertical line also we can apply vertical relationship. Similarly, you can make two lines collinear You can make two lines parallel. You can make line perpendicular to another line. You can make a line tangent to an arc or circle. Now I'll show you easiest method of constructing pentagon and hexagon using solid edge. To construct a pentagon of known size, first start a line horizontal and enter the line length. To draw the second edge of the pentagon, enter the same length but angle as 72 degree. Next, enter the length as same, angle as 72 into 2 degree. To draw the next line, enter the length and angle as 72 into 3 degree. And close the figure by joining it to the first point. If you want any other orientation, then you have rotate command. So I am moving it to the next position. Now I have rotate command. I can use rotate command and get the required orientation of the pentagon like this. You may have to switch off the copy button for that if you don't want overlapping. In order to construct a hexagon in simple steps, go to line command, draw a horizontal line of required length. Horizontal line means 0 degree. Second line, length and angle as 60 degree. Third line, length and angle as 60 into 2 degree. Fourth line, length and angle as 60 into 3 degree, and so on. Now I can move this hexagon with copy button on to a new location and rotate it using rotate command.